Good morning, students of class 8. Welcome to your online classes from LPM Public School. Student, as our chapter is going on, chapter 2nd, Microorganisms, Friends and Foe. This is my third part video in which I will explain today about the fungi and protozoa. So, student, my first topic will be fungi. So, what is fungi? Fungi is a non-green plant. Just like in previous video, I have taught you about the algae. Algae is a green plant, microorganisms green plant, and this is a what? This is non-green plants. Where they grows? They grows in the moist regions, just like on the bark of the tree, a leather shoes, leather purse kept from a long time, and in moist humidity atmosphere, their white patches comes on the surface of those shoes, leather shoes, purse, belt. As well as sometimes you have seen students that your mother have given the lunch box and some you have eaten and you have left some bread or chapati in that lunch box. You have forgotten to give to your mother to wash that lunch box. Suppose on next day was Sunday and you forgotten to give the lunch box to your mother for washing the lunch box, and in that lunch box you have left few chapatis and bread in that. On Monday or after few hours when you will open, 5 to 6 hours later when you will open, you will see a white greenish patches on that bread has been formed. Student, that is fungi. That white green patch formed on the bread is called the fungi. So students, as I have told you, fungi is a non-green plant. Fungi is a non-green plant. See, it mostly seen on the moist food material. Suppose pickle, you know pickle? In Hindi we call it achar. If with your moist hand, if you will dip in the pickle and take out a pickle, and that moist water has gone in that pickle, after a few days you will see, due to moistness in the pickle, nami ke karan, there arises a white patches on that pickle, and that whole pickle will spoil because fungi has grown on that pickle. Else what? It could be seen on a old leather shoes, damp tree bark, and what? It depends for their food on the dead and decaying organisms also. Okay, it grows on, just like it has grown on the bread, that is called bread mold. It is a type of fungi. Bread mold is a type of fungi that has been grown on the bread. There are many other fungi that grow on the decomposing organisms also. Okay. After this, I have drawn three figures here. Okay. First of all, I will let you know that how they reproduce. They reproduce by two methods. One is the budding. They give rise to a branch, and that branch breaks and fall down, and a new fungi arises. That is called the budding. And the next is spore formation. They form many type, small grains type of spores. When those spores fall down, a new fungi plant arises there, non-green plant arises there. So there are two methods of reproduction in fungi. One is the budding method and other is the spore formation method. Next, I am going to give you a few examples of fungi. That is the mold fungi. I have just not told you bread mold. It is the rhizopus. Rhizopus is the name of that fungi that goes on the bread, and it's called the bread mold. And disease which is caused due to fungi is that ringworm, roundworm, athlete foot. Means, if I can say in Hindi, you can say daad, dinai, khad, khujli. These type of things that occurs on the skin, where always damp sweating comes on that area. There occurs fungi grows on that part and it causes itching. Okay. So, students, just now I have explained you about the fungi, and here I have given three diagrams. This is the diagram of a penicillium fungi, this is a rhizopus fungi, and this is a mushroom. Mushroom is also a fungi, comes on the fungi. It grows on the dead and decomposing organisms. Okay, students, and these are all the non-green plants. Now, my next topic I will go to explain about the protozoa. So, just wait and watch about the protozoa. I am going to draw the few diagrams about the protozoa. So, students, now I am going to explain about the protozoa. These are the various figures of different types of protozoa I have drawn here. Okay. So here you can see figure of amoeba is a type of protozoa. Here you can see Paramoecium is a type of protozoa. Here you see Trypanosoma is a figure of protozoa. Here you can see a figure of Euglena. This is also a type of protozoa. So students, protozoa, what is protozoa? It is a single cell. Protozoa is a single cell. It has a single cell, unicellular microorganisms. These protozoa lives mostly in water and in soil. They are mostly found in water. These protozoa are mostly found in water and in soil. Next, they obtain nutrition from the host of living creatures, or they even grows on the dead and decomposing organisms. Means these protozoa, make host to a living organisms and takes its food from those living organisms. Or either they are of dual nature. They also depend on the living organisms for the food, as well as non-living dead organisms for their food. Okay, so just like parasite nature, what? They depend on the living organisms for their food. Same way this protozoa also depend on the living organisms for their food. Such type of protozoa are parasitic in nature, and some depend on dead and decaying organisms for their food. That type of nature of protozoa is called the saprophytes, because you know very well saprophytes are those organisms that depend on the dead and decaying organisms for the food, and parasites are those organisms that depend on other living organisms either from inside or on the body and take their food. Next is that Euglena. In this protozoa, there is only one type of protozoa which is known as Euglena. 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 Euglena is the only green colored protozoa which contain chlorophyll in them, and they can prepare its own food. Okay. Next, how they reproduce. Next come how these protozoa reproduce. So protozoa reproduce by three methods. Reproduction of protozoa takes place by three methods. One is by budding. Budding means growing inside a small part that breaks and grows into a new individual. And other is the binary fission. What is meaning of binary fission? start dividing, compressing from between and breaks into two. One single mother cell divides from middle and break into two parts. This is from breaking from mid and separating into two parts is called the binary fission, and other is a spore formation. There are small grain-like particles grow, and when they falls down, there arises many small protozoa arises. Okay, so three types of reproductions are there. One is the budding method, other is the binary fission, and other is the spore formation. The disease occurs by this protozoa. I will give example of two diseases. One is the dysentery. Okay, that means loose motion, and other is the what? One is dysentery, and other you can give malaria. Malaria is also a disease caused by protozoa. How? In the insect there is a type of protozoa present, that is the Plasmodium protozoa. That Plasmodium protozoa, when get insert in our blood, that Plasmodium protozoa spread in our whole body and causes a disease called malaria. Same way dysentery also. Dysentery by the infected food. If by the infected food, you can say entamoeba, entamoeba is the name of that protozoa, which enters through our food sources and infect our digestive system and causes dysentery disease. So entamoeba is a type of protozoa, causes dysentery, and Plasmodium is a type of protozoa that causes malarial disease. So students, today I have explained about the fungi and protozoa. Hope so you have enjoyed and understood my lecture properly. You too make the diagram of these fungi and protozoa in your copy, and whatever the exercises, notes, whatever I will provide you, you must write in the copy and learn it. Okay, thank you, have a nice day.